serious proponent of constant learning. If you're not where you want to be now, become educated in the area you want to be more. So if you're not moving up the career plan, go find out how. Like, don't give up until you find out how. Mentor with people, read books, listen to audios, go to every training that's offered. I mean, do whatever. And we teach our consultants this, right? If you don't know how to get bookings, go on a consultant's corner, learn, go to other people's shows, or we tell them, right, educate yourself until you are. So if that's the same thing for you, if you're not moving up the career plan, if you're stuck at advanced and you want to, or whatever, wherever you're at, go find that. So that's what I did. I went to find out how to do affirmations the right way, and lock into that. So I knew the simple affirmations that worked. And if you've ever coached with me, like Faith, that's why she said she's heard this a zillion times, is because even on simple weekly phone calls where I'll hear, oh crap, I don't have enough bookings. Oh my gosh, March is already here and I don't have enough bookings. What am I going to do to get the bookings? I'm not sure it's going to blah, blah, blah.
I don't.
And I'll say, okay, let me stop you in this. I've talked to you for 5 minutes and I've heard you say 5 times, I don't have enough bookings. What is your brain hearing? Mm-hmm. Where are you going to go? Where are you going with that? Because if whatever's up here rotating over and over and over and over again, that's exactly where your actions are going to follow. So that's a simple affirmation, just to stop and go, negate, we're not going there. I'm a bookings magnet. I book as many parties as I want to. My calendar is full. And it sounds ridiculous, but you've got to it works. It will happen. Miraculously, it'll happen. The next 2 minutes, someone's going to call you and say, oh, by the way, I want to book a party. It's just the weirdest thing. So that's a simple affirmation. But what I learned about the bigger affirmations, like the ones that might take a little bit more time, is they need to be meaningful to you and emotionally connected. And so that was the big switch, I think, for me. And it started actually in 2015, and then it kept going in 2016. So what I learned was they need to be written and spoken out loud every day, many times a day, which might make you feel like an idiot, but do it anyway because I promise you it works. Simple and emotionally connected, and not more than maybe, the numbers vary depending on who you listen to, but I have found like my sweet spot is 6 to 8 affirmations. That seems to be what really works for me. So no more than that, otherwise I think my brain can't grab a hold of all of them. So what I heard was the emotionally connected part, especially in women, is the most important part of it. So meaning, how does it feel when that thing has happened? And you have to connect into that feeling. So some people like to do the visual ones, like a picture of a car that you want to have, or a skinny bikini model with your head on it, or, whatever the thing is, some people like the visual. I do too. I like to have visuals. But for me, I just like to feel myself in the spot that it's already done. So the first affirmation that really came true for me was 2 years ago when I was coaching with Barb, and she told me, if you want to see growth in your organization, it has to start with you personally recruiting enough to get to that 50 mark. Remember, we talked about 50 personal teammates is when you can start promoting directors. So my first affirmation of 2015 was, I personally have recruited 30 new consultants in 2015. And the way it was written out was, it is December 24th, 2015. And I personally have recruited 30 new teammates to my team. So in my head, what I saw, the vision that I saw, it was Christmas Eve, and my tree was out there, and all the lights were, twinkling, and, the lights were dim, and I was sitting, sipping my glass of wine or my cup of tea or whatever, and Christmas was the next day, and it was done. It was done. I had accomplished it, and I felt so good because I wasn't stressing out that it was almost the end of the year, and I still had to recruit 2 more, or whatever. I wanted it to be done by Christmas so I could just relax. And I locked into that feeling of being in that spot at that moment in time, and I was just proud and happy, and I did it, and whatever. So that was my affirmation. Do you guys see how visual that is? There's a date, there's a picture, there's a thing, and I was locked in that was going to happen, by golly. Christmas Eve was going to happen. Lo and behold, what happened, guys?
Yeah.
It happened, right? And there was other affirmations in that list too, but that was the main one. That was like, in my head, that was the main one that I really wanted to accomplish that year. So then 2016, I rewrote my affirmations, and that's what I sent to Judy last week, was because every year I kind of pull up last year's script, and then I redo them a little bit, for this year. So I pulled up last year's script, and it had a recruiting goal, and it had a team building goal, and it had all those other things. But the big one for me last year was, I am a proud leader of a confident director team. It's January 1st, 2017, and I'm happily the leader of 6 first-line directors and 4 second-line directors. And that was like my big deal. That I wanted to hit that goal the next year. Did I really believe it? No. because we had never grown that big before, ever. Like, that was never a thing in 17 years of business. We had never had that kind of growth before. As a matter of fact, I've never earned excellence in developing directors. I've even gotten close. I think I've ever got any points in developing. I mean, like, you know what I mean? It's whatever. However, I have my affirmations taped to my bathroom mirror. So it's right down here in my bathroom mirror. And every morning and every night when I'm brushing my teeth, I'm sort of gurgling and reading it out loud to myself, you know, because I'm the only one in the bathroom, so I don't care if I sound like a dork, you know, whatever. But they're in front of my computer monitor, so as I'm sitting on my coaching calls, my eyes go back there and I read them over again, and they're on the front of my binder. I mean, they're everywhere, so I'm just constantly reading them silently or out loud to myself at least twice a day. So the big one was I will get from senior to executive